It's day 208. The Muslims went out of Medina to meet the pagan army. There was excitement in the hearts of everyone, and Allahu Akbar was on every tongue. From time to time, the Prophet checked the army and corrected any disorder he saw. When he turned and looked at the army once more, he saw that there were 10 to 15 children among them. He used to love the children. He didn't want any harm to come to even one of the hairs of their heads. It was not a suitable place for children. For this reason, the Prophet wanted them to go back immediately. A child by the name of Rafi wanted so much to join this army that he walked on his toes to be seen as tall as the other soldiers. He thought that maybe this way the Prophet would not know he was too small. His lovable behavior caught the attention of the soldiers. One of them said, "O Messenger of Allah, Rafi is a very good archer. We think that he could be very helpful to us. If you permit, let him come with us." The Prophet had seen the brightness in Rafi's eyes. He had understood how eager he was to join the army, so he allowed him to stay. Rafi's joining the army bothered his friend Samura. Wiping his tears, he told his father, "My dear father, the Messenger of Allah gave permission to Rafi, but he turned me back, whereas I can defeat him in wrestling." His father conveyed these words to the Prophet and told him about his son's desire to remain in the army. The Prophet did not want to offend anyone. He wanted Rafi and Samura to wrestle right there. Samura there and then pushed Rafi to the ground. Seeing this, the Prophet gave Samura permission to remain in the army also. Samura was barely 15 years old. Both friends took great pleasure in joining the Prophet's army. The other children, obeying the demand and order of the Prophet, returned home. The Prophet had given them the duty of staying in Medina and defending their mothers and siblings against any dangers. In this way, he made amends to them. The children returning to Medina thought about how much the Prophet had trusted them by giving them this duty. They returned proud and happy.